Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to your Raw review, starring me, as Geek. And before I start the review, please feel free to subscribe, like the video, and also share your comments down in the comments section down below. Be much appreciated. I want to know your thoughts on this week's Raw. So, start off. We open up with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. Basically, they go on about how Triple H quit for his family, how he quit for the fans, how he quit for his friends, and basically saying how Brock Lesnar went over Triple H. They also called down the referee, Scott Armstrong, and Brock Lesnar to say good job, because Brock Lesnar got 2 words from him. He says good job to him. If I was the referee, I'd be scared too, by the way. But anyway, he says good job, and apparently Brock Lesnar's the new King of Kings. He's the Conqueror. I don't know, but it was a nice way to start the show, open the show up with, and you know, it was nice to see them to open the show. I also want to mention later on in the show there was some tout with Brock Lesnar, and he says that's it now for WWE. He's quitting or something. If that's really true, what the hell? That's done nothing, absolute nothing. They could actually make a big angle out of this, but no, they're gonna make Brock Lesnar quit for only for a temporary time, also with Triple H, and then they'll probably go up with face each other at WrestleMania, leaving Undertaker not with Lesnar. And oh, I don't understand that. They could make a real big angle with Lesnar and Paul Heyman, you know, put a big impact on the WWE, but they're not going to take that opportunity, are they? It just makes me frustrated. But anyway, first match of the show was a 6-man tag match featuring Kofi Kingston, R-Truth, and Sin Cara versus Primetime Players and Cody Rhodes. This match has some good spots. I do feel like the baby faces, they had too much offense. It's just pretty much all about them. And then the ending just sucked. It really did. Sin Cara gets a roll-up pin on Cody Rhodes, making Cody Rhodes look crap. Oh, come on. Cody Rhodes is going to be one of those future stars of the WWE, and look how they're treating him. He was booked really well, and now they've just put him right down. You know, he was the holder of the Intercontinental Championship. He put prestige back into the title, and now they just brought him back down, and feuding with Sin Cara. Just didn't like it, really. Anyway, after that we have AJ Lee and David Otunga backstage, and David Otunga wants to be the legal counsellor for AJ, and then she goes, you know, you're going to be in a match tonight, and I will pick the opponent, so we'll find out later on in the review. We have a squash, well, I would say a squash match. We have Ryback versus 2 local jobbers. I'm thinking, when I see this, I'm thinking, back to this route again, are we? Back to this route. This is nothing. Absolute nothing. But, as we see, Jinder Mahal actually causes the DQ, attacks Ryback, but Ryback has none of it, completely destroys Jinder Mahal, but then he pretty much flees away. And then he just carries on destroying the local jobbers, basically carrying on his path of destruction. So yeah, after that we have Chris Jericho and Ziggler backstage. Basically what happens is AJ comes in. Well, first of all, they're having a bit of an argument, you know, disagreement, because of their match at SummerSlam. And AJ comes in and says, you want a rematch, we'll have it tonight. The stipulation will be, if Ziggler loses, his money in the briefcase will go to Chris Jericho. And if Chris Jericho loses, then his contract will be terminated. Now, what I thought, why didn't they have this at SummerSlam? This is on free TV, we're going to be getting this. We're going to be getting this on free TV, but, you know, a bit more interesting, a bit more impactful, because this is a big thing, you know, putting your contracts up on the line. Why not have it on SummerSlam? Why are they putting it on free TV for? A second match, a rematch? I don't know, but we'll get some more of it anyway. After that backstage segment, we have Del Rio coming down and he's basically complaining, whining as usual, and demands a rematch right now. He doesn't get the rematch because AJ Lee comes down and says, your opponent will be, and then Randy Orton comes down. Yes, I know. But anyway, it'll be Del Rio versus Randy Orton, and Sheamus joins commentary. And the match, you know, it wasn't that bad. It was okay. What happens is that Del Rio applies the backbreaker on Randy Orton, goes for the pin. On the second count, you have Randy Orton puts his leg on the rope. Then you got Sheamus comes out and says, taps the ref and, you know, shows, and then the match still carries on. And then Randy Orton, well, Del Rio first of all was really frustrated with Sheamus, and then Randy Orton picks up the win by doing an RKO. Yep, that's what happened. Now, to me, it's just like Sheamus is a heel. He's actually not a heel, but he's a babyface, and a very well booked monster babyface as well, because he just does the bro kick and gets the win. I don't understand it. You know, what has he done? He's stolen cars. He's, you know, on SummerSlam he did that. How he got his win. That's how heels win. You know, by doing it dirty. And yeah, I don't know what. I don't think this links. I don't think this works. I really don't think it works. Okay. We've seen Sheamus and Del Rio at it numerous of times. But at Night of Champions, we're probably going to be getting a triple threat match. Randy Orton, Del Rio, and Sheamus. Now, does Randy Orton deserve it due to that wellness policy? Probably not. Del Rio. Do we really want to see Del Rio and Sheamus at it again? Not particularly. But there's one thing. Wade Barrett, if he returns. But the thing is with Wade Barrett, I don't want him to, you know, join the WWE straight away and go for the World Heavyweight Championship straight away, and then probably lose, because that will just completely mess up his character. That'll completely mess up the whole big return of him. It will. Okay, so take that back, Aaron. We don't want to see Wade Barrett. That's what I'm just putting out there. I don't want to see Wade Barrett come in and just straight away face Sheamus and lose. Really do not want that to happen. Okay. But yeah, that's what we're going to be getting, a triple threat match at Night of Champions. Anyway, after that we have something which should have been on SummerSlam. It should have been on the card at SummerSlam. We have Brodus Clay versus Damien Sandow. Martyr, sorry. Martyr? I think it's Martyr, yes. Martyr. Sorry guys, I'm just having a moment there. This Raw just bored me to hell, I'm sorry. Now, this match was decent. It was decent. You know, Brodus Clay's a big guy, you know. But Damien Sandow did some good work in there. So did Brodus Clay, sorry. So I was happy with that. Damien Sandow gets to win by doing a roll-up pin. It's fair enough, I guess. You got Damien Sandow, he's just happy, isn't he? And then you got Brodus Clay, who he's like, "No, I'm not having this." Attacks Damien Sandow, and then that pretty much ends that match. Now I did like this segment because they're carrying on their feud. You know, it's bound to happen again. I can't really see it on the pay-per-view because it's Night of Champions. You know, it is for the champions. They're not champions, are they? But yeah, it was a good match. It should have been on SummerSlam. It really should have been on SummerSlam. After that, we have David Otunga, and AJ announces that she doesn't announce. Big Show comes down. I'm just thinking, what on earth is this? I think it was just a way to get Big Show on the show, but yeah, pardon the pun there. It was just a way for that, really. I think 2 heels, it just didn't work. It was a squash match, you know. Big Show just dominated. Big Show won. The end. That pretty much ends that match. After that, we have a tag team match. Oh my god. Right, looking at this, I'm thinking, what the hell? Who on earth booked this? It was Kane and Zack Ryder versus Daniel Bryan and The Miz. Ugh, it mind-boggled me, it really did. The Kane and Zack Ryder, They had a feud a few months back. Kane put him in a wheelchair. Kane attacked him numerous of times. Kane pretty much messed up his chances with Eve, I think, anyway. So, you know, it just didn't make sense. And you got Daniel Bryan and The Miz, you know, they've had their moments together. So, this is just weird. This was weird booking. But, the match itself, we have Kane entering first. I mean, Zack Ryder, you know, actually establishing that, you know, he's fearing for Kane. So, they're actually recognising that, which I liked. It made sense, okay? Because if they didn't recognise that, why? Just why would you do that, you know? So, the match, it wasn't bad actually, it wasn't too bad. What happens is, I think Kane's in the ring, and then you got Daniel Bryan, he's like, oh, tag Miz, but Miz just walks out. The Miz just walks out. Daniel Bryan then just runs away, and then you got Kane really angry. And what happens is, he chokeslams Zack Ryder, sorry. And I was like, whoa, what is happening? Yeah, thank God, something's good happening for Kane. And then what happens is, he's just very angry, and goes to the bellkeeper, gets him, pretty much chucks him away, goes back in the ring, tombstones Zack Ryder, and you got Zack Ryder, you got Kane just being so angry. And I'm thinking, whoa. Are they booking him as a monster now? Have they just realised that they're just completely been screwing up his actual gimmick of being a monster, you know, making him a babyface? But no, it looks like they're making him again a monster, which I'm happy about, okay? They're establishing that he is the monster that he is. He's the guy who wears a mask. He is the devil's playground. Play on it, WWE. You know, he is the monster. And can be a big heel, a very big heel guy for your company. Just saying. It does look like they're going to be carrying on the feud with Daniel Bryan and Kane. But yeah, maybe they'll have Miz versus Zack Ryder at Night of Champions for the Intercontinental Championship just to get them on the card. I don't know. And then we have an interview with Josh Matthews is interviewing CM Punk. Sorry. Basically, CM Punk tonight can pick number one contender for him at Night of Champions, I believe. Basically, CM Punk pretty much says that John Cena is number one contender on one condition, that he tells me that I am the best in the world. Oh dear. Anyway, after that we have a Divas Battle Royal. Oh my God! This is probably the worst Divas match, just Divas competition of the year, maybe, yeah, of the year. I mean, this was the definition of crap. It really was. This was awful. It was so sloppy. And the lack of divas in this. Where was Beth Phoenix? Where was Kelly Kelly? Seriously? They bring Kelly Kelly back, but they don't use her. It was nice to see the divas in action. It really was. Refreshing, yes. But, oh, it was really sloppy. I mean, you have one bit with Rosa Mendes and, what's her name? I don't even know the girl's name. Aksana, yeah. Her and Rosa Mendes, you know, and they're just rolling each other around, and they just go out the ring, under the ring. Whoa, I thought this was a battle royal. They're meant to go over the top rope, not under. Oh, it's awful. It just didn't do anything. But it did. It showed who's going to be the number one contendership, and that is Caitlyn. I'm quite happy with that, actually. You know, someone new, someone who hasn't actually had the opportunity. So it'll be a little bit interesting. I also want to mention, there's a lot of botches in this as well. Anyway, after that we have something I marked out for. Another Wade Barrett promo. A return promo. Now, this is awesome, sorry. Yep, this is awesome. It looks like they're actually going to build Wade Barrett up when he returns. They're actually going to put him really strong. They're going to book him really, really strong. It really does sound like they're going to do that. So I'm really, really interested. I'm looking forward to his return. After that, we have Jericho versus Ziggler. Contract versus contract match. Now, obviously, I don't see why this wasn't on SummerSlam. You know, we just had a one-on-one on a something we have to pay for, and then we have a contract versus contract, which is a bigger deal. It's a much bigger deal, and they're putting on free TV. And the match didn't last as much. The match wasn't as good. It was a good match. I can't take that away from it, but it wasn't as good as Money in the Bank. SummerSlam, sorry. As predicted myself, because we know that Chris Jericho is going to go into Fozzy with his Fozzy tour. Sorry. Ziggler picks up the win, which is good, really good, because at least Ziggler can try and establish that he's going to be the future heavyweight champion. You know, getting a win on Chris Jericho is pretty big, very big. You know, being against him twice in 2 nights, that's pretty good, in my opinion. Kind of makes him a bit more of a star. You know, putting him with Chris Jericho, a lot of people are behind him. So, yeah, I was happy with that. After this, oh yes, also want to mention, at the end of the match, Chris Jericho attacks Dolph Ziggler with a briefcase. Now, I was hoping for one thing, and that was for Chris Jericho to cut a bit of a promo with Ziggler and just tell him, when I was younger, you remind me of me when I was younger. And I wanted him to say, you need to ditch Vicky Guerrero. I was hoping for it, but it never happened. So yeah, anyway, the last part of the show was CM Punk comes down and he's going to, you know, basically tell you who the number one contender is. First of all, he goes to Jerry Lawler, says he needs an apology. He owes CM Punk an apology. And you got John Cena comes out and he interrupts and cuts a really good promo, in my opinion. I'm not exactly the biggest John Cena fan out there. I used to be behind the guy, but I don't particularly like him anymore because he's the main event of everything and he's pretty much his Superman gimmick, whatever it is. But he cut a really good promo. Now, he was saying about how CM Punk, you know, he shouldn't be coming down there, telling fans to respect him. You know, he brought up statistics when he was WWE Championship, and he also said, and I quote this, I am confident that I will get another title shot. God damn it, John Cena, yes you are, because you're the top guy of the company. Oh god. So yeah, just wanted to mention that. After that, John Cena just left then, and I really did like that. I really did like John Cena just leaving, you know, just leaving it. I didn't want John Cena just to AA CM Punk and go, yeah, it's on, or something like that, something stupid. But I'm glad John Cena just walked out, so that really did make me a little bit happy. But after that, we have CM Punk, who goes back over to Jerry Lawler, demands, well, he doesn't go back to him, he calls Jerry Lawler, he goes into the ring, and just demands him the apology. Jerry Lawler then apologises, and then tries to go back to his ring announcer table. CM Punk doesn't let it happen, and tells Jerry Lawler, just tell him, I am the best in the world. Jerry Lawler just says, I just can't do that. And, of course, Jerry Lawler, how long has he been a ring commentator? He's seen some very, very talented superstars, you know, some very good talent out there, you know. So he doesn't admit, you can't really admit, can you? But he doesn't say that CM Punk is the best in the world. In which makes CM Punk kick him. Yep. CM Punk kicks Jerry Lawler in the head. He's back on the head. I mean, I'll tell you what this does. It's going to put a lot of heel heat on CM Punk because loads of people love Jerry Lawler, you know, he's been a big part of the WWE for many years. And, yeah, I don't know, I don't think it was that impactful. It just wasn't, it just felt flat in my opinion, sorry. But yeah, not sure, well, at Night of Champions, we're probably going to see CM Punk and John Cena at Night of Champions. CM Punk will probably say, you have to say I'm the best in the world. John Cena won't say it. And then you got Ava comes out because she's in charge. She's the centre of attention at the minute, isn't she? And she'll just say, "Yeah, this match is going to happen at Night of Champions, whether you like it or not." Or something they could do a little bit better and actually hype up this feud is CM Punk pretty much destroys John Cena and actually makes him say, "You are the best in the world." You know, have CM Punk beat the crap out of John Cena and tell him basically say, I tell him that I am the best in the world, and John Cena just says it. That'll be a bit better, I think. Be a good booking, I reckon. Make the feud a bit hyped up more, you know, a bit more meaningful. It makes CM Punk a bit of a, you know, a bit more recognised as well. WWE Championship, that'll be recognised a bit more as well too. Be a bit more prestigious. But anyway, that has been your review with me, AsGeek. And so I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe, like and comment. Share your thoughts down below. Anyway, until next time guys, see ya.